Some days aren't much about grinding. They're much about alignment, locking in those atomic habits. The temperature has dropped drastically over here in the northern part of Japan in Hokkaido. It's around -6 degrees. Can you handle? The last time I experienced such temperatures was probably in Miyagi, in Sendai. I lived there for about 5 years as an ALT. Getting into the bathroom to wash my face, brush my teeth, prepare for the day. Lemonade and ginger, what a combo. Not forgetting the honey too. Thank me later. Such temperatures, you bet. On to the next one, tapping into the markets. Getting that vitamin C in now. It gets too cold, like it's crazy. Still running that paper trading account, getting used to the platform. And just being aware of what's happening in the markets, reading charts and understanding them as well before you trade. What's good, guys? Hey, continuing with the files of an unemployed guy in Japan. I was actually thinking throughout the day as I was plotting out my day, the content that I was going to talk about, like to keep you informed. And what crossed through my mind was what you can do when you're unemployed in Japan as a foreigner. The truth is that the emotional reality of being unemployed is so true. It's just like culture shock. It hits you differently, right? Especially being in a foreign country like Japan, which is homogenous. Language barriers and things like that can really limit your accessibility to information and how to navigate those experiences. So that kicks in as a foreigner, right? And not only that, but like fear of visa anxiety versus the reality as well. Those are things that really hit you differently. So I can share my experiences with you to help you kind of navigate that whole process if you're currently going through it, or you never know, in the future it might happen. You should be open to it. So just being aware of what you need to do will definitely help you. So my encouragement to you is that when that happens, or if you're actually going through that phase right now, hey, just know that you're not the only one who's going through that phase, and there's an avenue for you as well to help you, and that's financially, because most of the time you're concerned about your finances when that happens, right? You're concerned about tapping into your savings. You don't want to do that quickly as well. So there's an avenue that can help you as well to stay afloat in that situation. So here, these are the benefits of the system here in Japan. Once you get employed in Japan, you also get synced into unemployment insurance benefits that you pay on a monthly basis with your tax and your health insurance as well. So it's your right to actually receive those benefits if you so happen to find yourself in a situation where you've lost your job, both being fired from work, being laid off, or gracefully resigning, maybe because of your health and things like that. And that's the unemployment insurance institution or organization that helps you. Over here in Japan, they call it a Hello Work. So there's a Hello Work department, like in each and every city. You can inquire. You also have GPS as well. There are many locations of Hello Work where you can get your papers done to help you get paid for being unemployed. So the payments last for a year, 12 months straight. if you so happen to be unemployed for that time. But if you happen to get employed within that year, let's say maybe in your 6 months, you find work, you automatically have to report to Hello Work that you found work so that they can stop the benefits from coming. And then you can then sink back into work mode as well. And the government is also aware of the fact that going back to work requires you to be financially afloat as well, you know. So there are benefits that you can also receive once you start getting employed as well, you know. But you have to wait for a period of about 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. You're working for that company, right? And then you can receive more benefits to just help you stay afloat, because they do consider the fact that you might have encountered a lot of expenses beforehand, right? And then there's a caveat as well to the benefits. So once you get employed, you won't continue receiving the benefits, right? And those benefits last only for a year. So that means even if you get employed within that year, after a full year, you forfeit all of your unemployment benefits. So it's essential for you to make sure that once you get re-employed, you hold on to your job, you keep your job, right? Because after that year, your benefits get forfeited. But fortunately, if you hold on to that job as well for 6 months or more, you are eligible to unemployment benefits. And you are also eligible to those benefits that I told you that are given post getting a new job as well. The last segment over here would be around fears around getting unemployed as well. You might think that it's going to affect your visa, right? Or it looks bad on your visa, but not at all. Contrary to that notion, it doesn't even affect your visa in any shape or form, or the outlook on your visa as well. I understand if you get unemployed in a situation whereby you were maybe running out of your visa, you're left with a few months or so on your visa. There is an extension that the immigration offers you to apply for, especially if you've lived longer in Japan. I think for 5 years and more, they would want to keep you within the system rather than letting you go. So they understand that you're going through a rough patch and you're applying for jobs. So if you are running out of your visa, you can also apply for what they call a job hunting visa. You just have to do that earlier on before your visa expires, you know, for them to be considerate of your situation and let them know what you have done prior to applying for that visa, like looking for work. You should have a record of the jobs that you've applied for and things like that. Also wanted to wrap it up like with a little bit of contextualization. For most foreigners, because we are open-minded, and we are aware of the situation that we are working for the system, and the system should also have our back. Like when we are in situations like being unemployed, we more like feel entitled to receiving those benefits. You're okay receiving them, right? Because you feel like you have given work into the system, and the system is giving back to you as well. But culturally, over here in Japan, Japanese people feel as though tapping into such benefits or applying for such benefits is more like shunned culturally. With an emphasis on just working hard, applying yourself, they feel as though they are being lazy receiving those benefits. But they do receive them, but like how it's looked, the outlook of it in Japanese communities or societies is with the negative connotations. But to foreigners, I don't think you have that weight on your shoulders or that burden on your shoulders. Like, you are entitled to those benefits because you've been paying into the system for that. Yes. So why not use them for your advantage? For most foreigners, because we are open-minded and we are aware of the situation that we are working for the system, and the system should also have our back. Like when we are in situations like being unemployed, we more like feel entitled to receiving those benefits. You're okay receiving them, right? Because you feel like you have given work into the system, and the system is giving back to you as well. But culturally, over here in Japan, Japanese people feel as though tapping into such benefits or applying for such benefits is more like shunned culturally. With an emphasis on just working hard, applying yourself, they feel as though they are being lazy receiving those benefits. But they do receive them, but like how it's looked, the outlook of it in Japanese communities or societies is with the negative connotations. But to foreigners, I don't think you have that weight on your shoulders or that burden on your shoulders. Like, you are entitled to those benefits because you've been paying into the system. I just wanted to put emphasis on letting you know that being unemployed is not a failure at all. Like, it might be a transition, or it might actually give you the space to reposition yourself to look into the things that you want to do, like what I'm already doing right now. It has actually given me the opportunity to zoom out and see the bigger picture in regards to what I want to do, which is around content, around trading, and more as well. So lastly, wrapping up, if you want me to do a video specifically focusing on how you go about applying for these benefits, the documents that are needed as well, just leave a comment below. I will definitely do that for you. Otherwise, the usual, keep on subscribing and viewing my content. I really do appreciate you for that. All right, I'm out.